Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram.
हरे कृष्णा.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी.
एक मिनट जरा बता आप लोग.
हरे कृष्णा. आप सबको सुनाई दे रहा है? इन डिवोटी का आवाज?
हाँ जी प्रभु जी, आवाज आ रही है.
यस प्रभु जी.
वेरी गुड. मैं दिखाई दे रहा हूँ?
जी प्रभु जी.
हाँ जी.
हरे कृष्णा. पूरा बोर्ड दिखाई दे रहा है? ठीक
हाँ
है,
जी.
ठीक है. ओके. हरे कृष्णा. आइए तो प्रार्थना करते हैं, समय कम है अपने पास. और जो मैंने आपको ईश्वर जीव प्रकृति काल कर्म इसके ऊपर जो इंट्रोडक्शन था, जो मैंने बोला कि उसके बाद आपको पूरा 18 अध्याय इजीली समझेगा, वो मैंने पहले 2 सेशन में वर्बली समझाया. लेकिन अभी मैं आपको डायग्राम के साथ समझाऊंगा. ठीक है, तो प्रार्थना कर लेते हैं. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादां सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमामि विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिते नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेवतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरक्षिते नमः. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते. तप्तकांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौरभक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. तो आप सबको पूरा बोर्ड दिखाई दे रहा होगा, ठीक है? और इंग्लिश, we are here for English Bhagavad Gita. So anyways, the entire Bhagavad Gita deals with 5 subjects, 5 विषय. First is Ishwara. Ishwara means controller. One who can control is called Ishwara. Now the control is 2 types. One we also have control, but our control is rental control. Rental control means you are given whatever little you are given, that only you can control. After that, that is also taken away. So we don't own it. So we are controllers, but we are like mini controllers. So we are like minor Ishwara, and Lord is Parama Ishwara. Everybody is controller. So this Ishwara does not connect to us. We are given. This is for Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who actually controls everything. Everything. So Ishwara is one of the factors, and Ishwara can be realized in 3 features. That is Brahman. This is not Brahman, this is Brahman. Brahman means the all-expansing spiritual energy of the Lord, the effulgence of the Lord which engulfs entire creation and is impersonal, avyakta, impersonal, not a form. It's called Brahman. Lord can be realized as Brahman, as Paramatma, as Paramatma. Paramatma means there is localized. The Lord is always in our heart. Actually, Lord is not in our heart. Wherever the Lord in Jiva is, there the body develops. So, but from our perspective, we say, okay, Lord is in our heart. Yes, He is in the heart. You can read this in Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 2, verse 8 to 12. You'll get entire description of how He looks, what He does. Okay, we'll study about Paramatma as we proceed. हम पढ़ते रहेंगे आगे धीरे धीरे. And then there is Bhagavan. Bhagavan means the form. The Lord in His personal form. Like now, many of you must have watched this Maha Avatar Narsimha movie. Yesterday, our Mumbai Gurukul devotees went, boys went to watch it. So, Bhagavan means the Lord, Narsimha. He has personally come. So, Varaha, Narsimha, Vamana, Rama, Krishna, Balaram, they are all in the Bhagavan form, the personal form. Impersonal form, personal form, localized form. वदन्ति तत्तत्त्वविदः तत्त्वज्ञानमद्वयम् ब्रह्मेति परमात्मेति भगवान इति शब्दते. The supreme absolute is realized in three features: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. This is the verdict of scriptures. So, the Gita deals with 5 subject matters, and one of them is Ishvara. Second subject matter
Jiva.
is Jiva.
Yeah.
Jiva. Okay. Now, what is Jiva? See, I tell you, whenever you learn Bhagavad Gita or any Vedic scripture, especially the Shrutis which are full of concepts. Smriti is like Leela. Leela you can hear, that's what. In Shruti, you have to know everything is energy of the Lord. I explained this to all of you, right? Everything is the energy of the Lord, and every energy is distinct from other energy due to certain feature. Okay. Now, what is Jiva? Jiva is also the energy of the Lord. Okay. Now, Jiva is energy of the Lord. Jiva is expansion. Eko Bahushya. One became many. The Lord one, He became many to enjoy in a natural state. Now, but among all other energies and Jiva, the differentiation is that the Jiva has free will. This Jiva is defined by its free will. Because no other energy has free will. Only Jiva has free will. Ishvara, the controller, the free will. Okay. Now, these Jiva are of two kinds. One, करंट गया है इन्वर्टर में, मैं आधा दिखूंगा. आई डोंट नो कैसे दिख रहा है. ठीक है, दिख रहा है. यू कैन सी. ओके, so you can see, I think you can see whatever. So the jivas are of two types. One is called the mukta or liberated, and second is called condition. Liberated means mukta. You can also write in Hindi if you want. अब मैं सर हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों लिखूंगा तो बोर्ड बहुत जैम हो जाएगा. तो लिबरेटेड यानी मुक्त है. मुक्त कौन है? तो 15वें अध्याय में भगवान बोलते हैं ऊर्ध्व मूलम अधः शाखम अश्वत्थम प्राहुर अव्ययम छंदांसी यस्य पर्णानि यस्तम वेद से वेद. कि ये दुनिया जो है मटेरियल वर्ल्ड, दिस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड इज लाइक द अपसाइड डाउन ट्री, banyan tree. Means this world that we live in is full of reflections. Just like sun is in the sky and its reflection is in the water. But it does not create any problem to the sun. वो water का pot उधर ले जाएगा, sun का reflection उधर दिखेगा. So we can change bodies, but the reflection, the energies will go on. मेन सोल को कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, बॉडी चेंज होते रहेंगे, झुक 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 झुक. वो कभी कभी इमेजेस रहते हैं ना, ऐसा हम एआई में देखते हैं, वो छोटा बड़ा 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 करके उसको बुड्ढा करके फिर नो दे चेंज देयर इटसेल्फ. ओके, दे डोंट चेंज इमेजेस, दे इमीडिएटली वहीं पे मैनिपुलेशन करके करते हैं, एडिटिंग करके. सो लिबरेटेड है वो ऑलरेडी भगवान के स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड में. ओके, लॉर्ड के स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड में. एंड जो कंडीशन सोल है, ये वो सोल है those who turn away from the Lord. Like you look at the sun, you see the sun, then you don't see your shadow. But the moment you turn away from sun, like I am turning away from that light, I can see my shadow. Okay, so the moment you are God conscious, everything is spiritual, and the moment you turn away, you see this shadowy creation. Because this creation is also called Chaya Shakti. The Chaya Shakti of the Lord is like, in Marathi they say Hakkir Savalyansa. Means like if I don't know if you see this, if I do like this, it looks like dog. The shadow looks like dog. But if you see it is just stem of finger. So in this creation, everything is for namesake only. Even the name that we have is given by somebody. That is not permanent name. That is not our permanent name. So we have to understand. So this conditioned soul has everything false here. Other than he himself, everything else is false. The name, the property that he has, the power that he has, the energy that he has, all that comes to him or is taken away does not belong to him. It belongs to the original controller. It is given in certain time span to perform certain activities, the human body or the animal body, and then it is taken away. So he is basically in an exam hall. ये परीक्षा का हॉल में बैठा हुआ है. ये परीक्षा देगा, पास होगा, आगे जाएगा. ठीक है. तो कंडीशन सोल जो है वो इसका हम डायग्राम बाद में बनाएंगे. अभी इधर हम टच नहीं करेंगे. ये जीवा एक एनर्जी है. अब थर्ड एनर्जी, थर्ड इज प्रकृति. जीवा मीन्स सोल, आत्मा. हर एक के टेक्निकल टर्म में हम अंदर में जाएंगे चैप्टर्स में. अभी हम लोगों को बाहर में समझना. लेट अस टेक एन ओवरव्यू. तो आई मे नॉट राइट ऑल टर्म्स. प्रकृति, प्रकृति इज, again if you want I can write it here in the bracket, material energy. Material energy of the Lord. Okay, here everything is manifested for the jiva to play. This is like shadow, and for jiva this becomes reality. For this jiva this is the reality, but he wants to be away, so he sees the shadow. Now this prakriti is consisting of 24 elements. Okay, so you can just out of which prominently for our understanding as of now there are 5 gross elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Okay, and 3 subtle elements: mind, intelligence, and ego. You can also write false ego, because ego, there is true ego and there is false ego. Okay, so these are 8 elements, major elements. Actually, there are 24. If you divide them, say this one becomes again 24. This one can be seen in 8 also. Okay, because from here all of the things manifest. Okay, so just for study, you have to understand. And this operates by 3 gunas. Sattva guna, that is mode of goodness. Sattva guna, guna means quality, the quality of goodness. Rajo guna, the quality of passion. Okay, passion means creational guna, quality. And tamo guna, the quality of ignorance. These are 3 gunas which actually create the changes in this creation. Okay, so this is Prakriti full of all this stuff. Interconnection अभी करना बचा है, इतना अभी कर लीजिए, ठीक है. Then there is one energy called Kal, time. Actually 5 के बाहर कुछ भी नहीं है. I'll explain you. थोड़ा सा नीचे ले लेता हूँ. Time. Or then also like Kal. The Kal. Okay. So there is this energy called time. Now the nature, distinct nature of this energy. Now before I go to Kal, the distinct nature of Prakriti is to keep everybody in illusion. सबको भ्रम में रखने का काम प्रकृति करती है. It keeps everybody in illusion. That is its job. That is why everything in this Prakriti that you find has a innate nature to keep you in illusion. बाद में पता चलता है, ओ ये ऐसा नहीं ऐसा था, अरे यार, you know, so you realize it later. But the nature, innate nature, is to keep an illusion. So whatever is there in this world, whatever you see, any politician, human, machines, plants, trees, animals, there is no absolute reality in that reality. You have to search it. Otherwise, it will have its own illusory effect. जैसा ग्रीन ग्रास का लॉन देखते हो, oh my God, it's so nice, I want to have a lawn. और लॉन में जाके सो गया तो कीड़े काटेंगे. तो जो दिख रहा है वैसा है नहीं. Like sometimes we see that in summer season, especially गर्मी में, तो तार का रास्ता रहता है ना, इसमें से हीट आता है. ऐसा लगता है जैसे पानियों का तरंग है. There is some water, you know, जलाशय. तेजो वारिंदाम यथा विनिमयो यत्र सर्गो मृषा. So there is, you feel there is like water in the desert. No, it is just an effect. Or sometimes you feel, you know, there is what you can say. Sometimes you see something as 3D, but it is 2D object. When that you see this, you know. So like I don't use board now, but just to understand, हर चीज में illusion का energy है. Detail है बाद में. So this is also called Maya. Maya means that which is not. जो नहीं है उसको स्वीकार करना, सच समझना. असत्य सत्य करी मान. जो सत्य नहीं है उसको भी सत्य समझ के हम अगर समझेंगे तो then that is a problem. That is problem. Now what is time? Time का खासियत ये है कि it has creation and destruction as its 2 tools. You can only realize time when there is some creation and there is some destruction. I'll give you an example. Especially those who have boarded a plane. जब प्लेन पे जाते हैं तो पहले फ्लाइट जूम करके जाता है. You feel wow, नीचे सब दिखता है. After it reaches its height, altitude, उसके बाद ना अगर बादल वादल नहीं है, रिलेटिवली कुछ दिख नहीं रहा है, तो आपको लगता है ये चल नहीं रहा है, ये बंद है. Because you don't see any motion. You don't see any creation or any destruction. If you are seeing outside, if you see inside, you can see people moving. Then you realize, time है. ऊपर जाने के बाद देखिएगा तो इसमें सब बंद हो गया, मशीन बंद हो गया, मैं हवा में हूँ. If time is an effect which creates creation and destruction, it creates an effect. That is how you realize time. So this time is given, it is Ishvara himself, you see how it is. The same time it integrates with Prakriti and it activates three gunas and it even enters all these elements to make it more grosser. And again it interacts with this thing and it is then given to the jiva. So when the jiva gets anything, let us say, अगर हमने उदाहरण के लिए चलो ऐसे ही लेते हैं chalk है, like this is a chalk. So if I get this chalk, even I keep this chalk 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, after all the particles will loosen. That's the nature. Because their nature is not to be bound. Somehow it's the पानी से चिपकाया है. Somehow they have created with the pressure. So the pressure will be released automatically. And this will all become dust. This will all become dust in 1 year. So what time will do is, it will give, but it will disintegrate. And again create, again disintegrate. So Kala gives time to Jiva for his body also. जो शरीर है उसका एक टाइमर होता है और उस टाइम के साथ साथ उसका कर्म भी रहता है, फेट. ओके, एंड दैट इज वेयर कर्मा कम्स इन पिक्चर. कर्मा, कर्म. ओके, कर्मा does not require any definition. Now what is karma? The word karma in Gita comes in various sections. Karma is one of the meanings of karma is to do action. The authority to do action. It's called karma. Reaction is also called karma. Reaction. It denotes sometimes. Sometimes it just denotes the punya. Karma also refers to punya. And when this is attached to yoga, it becomes karma yoga. So, but what karma we are talking is the action and reaction cycle. Okay, every action has its own equal and opposite reaction. That is, whatever you do, you are responsible. So there are three types of karma. One is karma, which is punya. Punya means pious, अच्छा काम. अच्छा काम किसको बोलेंगे? समझो किसी व्यक्ति को दांत में दर्द हो रहा है, आप उसको दवाई देते हो तो उसको अच्छा हो जाता है, तो खुश हो गया ना, तो आपका अच्छा कर्म, गुड एक्टिविटी. तो खुश ही ही हैप्पी. So now that happiness will come to you in reaction. Now if you go and beat somebody unnecessarily, that pain that person has incurred, that will come to you sometime, not that time itself. ये एक अलग चीज है. How Kala and Karma integrate, I'll explain it. And how these two integrate, that I'll explain. And how this Jiva is here, integrate. How this Jiva is independent Ishvara, we'll see from Bhagavad Gita itself. This very question. Karma. Then the second is Vikarma. Vikarma means papa or troubling others. Okay? Or creating actions which are not according to your gunas or qualities. So you basically end up troubling everybody. That is called vikarma. Karma, vikarma and akarma. And third is akarma. Akarma means that action which is transcendental to all this. This can be performed only in Buddhi Yoga. When you start doing activities in God consciousness, Isha Vasya Nidam Sarvam, that is the time you can do this. Otherwise you can't do this. Otherwise you are part of Dvandva. Okay? Also one more thing I forgot is that this material nature is full of Dvandva. Dvandva means duality. There is nothing good here, there is nothing bad. The moment you do good to somebody, automatically something bad will happen to you. Like for example, you are driving a bike and you dashed it on somebody and his leg got damaged. So it is a bad thing. It is a good thing for people who are envious of him. Acha hua. So एक तरफ आप बुरा भी बोल रहे हो जाएगा और एक तरफ अपने आप अच्छा हो जाएगा. दैट इज कॉल्ड ड्युअलिटी. So this material creation is full of duality. There is nothing absolute other than the jiva himself, and the prakriti in itself is absolute. But now there is something called permanent and non-permanent. Actually, Ishvara cannot be abolished, jiva cannot be abolished, prakriti cannot be abolished because it is under guidance of the Lord. Kala cannot be abolished. Only thing that can be abolished is when jiva gets liberated, this karma will get abolished. इसलिए ये पांच में से ये चार शाश्वत है, ये अशाश्वत है. ठीक है. नाउ अभी तक इतना तक समझ में आया. अभी इसके आगे हम लिंक करेंगे. हे मेरे प्यारे विद्वानों, क्या आपको यहाँ तक समझ में आया?
यस सर.
ओके, वेरी गुड. होशियार हो रहा है तुम्हें. हाँ, यस.
माइक थोड़ा यूज करेंगे तो थोड़ा और क्लैरिटी आएगा. इसकी तरह माइक
आवाज नहीं आ रहा है?
यस
हाँ थोड़ा.
यस प्रभु जी, मैं भी
या
बोल रही थी माइक यूज करिए प्लीज. बस बीच बीच में कुछ बातें क्लियरली नहीं आ रही है.
डिस्टर्बेंस.
तो मैं ब्लूटूथ हटा दूं क्या?
विल ट्राई.
हाँ,
एक बार ट्राई करते हैं.
एक मिनट. आप लोगों ने ब्लूटूथ लगाया, मेरे को क्या पता है.
तो वो साउंड का इको है रूम में. साउंड का
हाँ.
इको है.
इको है क्या?
हाँ वो रूम
अरे
में
चारों खिड़की दरवाजे खुला है.
बट
अब मैं इसका क्या
कहने की
करूँ?
प्रॉब्लम हो रही है.
हाँ,
कहने की प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. साउंड का एक आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही है.
नो प्रभु जी, जब वो मूवमेंट होता है ना, आप इधर उधर जाते हैं तो उस वजह से होता है वो, अदरवाइज नहीं है प्रॉब्लम.
हाँ. ऑलराइट. अभी पहले बात तो मेरे को ब्लूटूथ बंद करना सीखना पड़ेगा. अभी आवाज आ रहा है?
यस प्रभु जी, क्लियर है अभी.
अभी अभी बेटर है.
हाँ, तो मुझे लगा ब्लूटूथ से बेटर होगा. इससे जुगाड़. ठीक है. कितना बेटर में है?
Sound is not clear.
प्रभु जी अब ज्यादा इको हो रहा है. ब्लूटूथ इज बेटर.
आवाज आ रहा है ना? मेरे को क्लियर?
It's not clear.
पहले वाला बेटर है प्रभु जी, पहले वाला बेटर.
We joined from two devices. One for the speaker and one for the blackboard.
आवाज आ रहा है अभी?
अभी clear है.
यस.
अभी ये दिख रहा है ना और सुनाई दे रहा है?
यस, अभी क्लियर. बहुत अच्छे.
ओके, चलो. सो नाउ लेट अस रिवाइज. ईश्वर, जीव, प्रकृति, काल एंड कर्म. नथिंग इन दिस क्रिएशन इज बियॉन्ड दिस. Whatever you see, talk, move, your energies, your body, your matter is here. Okay? The person who cannot see, but who controls everything is here. He is there in every atom and molecule. But he does not come out because unless this person, Jiva, is interested. And Jiva is us, we, Atma. And ये उसको काम पे लगाने के लिए एनर्जी है. जैसे हम छोटे बच्चे को खिलौना देते हैं ना, आए ले ले खेलो, जाओ, टेंशन मत लो. सेम वे द लॉर्ड टू ये लोग खिलौना खेलो. So this material energy of the Lord actually engages the jiva because it wants to be away from the Lord. That is called condition. अब इनका आपस में पहले लिंक बनेगा and then we go to Gita and see which verses are there. Not all. Some verses we see just to understand. And then
you will open Bhagavad Gita at any verse and you will yourself say प्रभु इसके बारे में बोला है. Okay. Now लिंक करने के लिए okay. Now this jiva is not independent. It is amsha of the Lord. It is amsha of the Lord. Lord himself is the controller. Now go to chapter 10, verse number 8. Chapter 10, verse number 8. How you should open? I'll teach you. Either you directly type BG 10.8 in Bhagavad Gita, or when you have this Bhagavad Gita with you, just open it. To the left side, there will be verse numbers. Like this is 12.1. So I go a little behind. This is 9.26. So I go a little ahead. And then I come to 10.3, 10.6, 10.7, and then 10.8. Or if you go to Google, just type BG 10 point. What is Krishna saying? Aham sarvasya prabhavu matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samhita. When he is talking about himself, he says, Aham sarvasya prabhavu. I am the controller of everything that you see. Matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samhita. Those who know this. So here we have one verse 10.8. ऐसे बहुत verses निकाल सकते हो. I'll just give you an example. How to read Bhagavad Gita, just to give you a glimpse. Okay? It says, I am the creator of both the spiritual worlds and the material worlds. All that you see is under my control. Aham sarvasya. Then it says, Matta parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya. अच्छा आपको कोई भी वर्स खोजना है. If you have to search a verse, open this Bhagavad Gita, and here there is at the end there is okay verses ka wo, what do you say, the index. So what you can do is see here there is verses ka index. So mattah, mattah. So you go to M, and then you see here mattah. Now mattah mattah paratam nanyat 7.7. So you get like this index 7.7. Mattah parataram nanyat kinchitasti dhananjaya mayi sarvam idam bhutam sutre maniganayam. So again Krishna is talking of himself. Okay. Then you can say bahunam janmanamante jnanavan nama paddate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. Okay. One who comes to know after many lives that I, Vasudeva, is the creator of all these creations. Then he ultimately surrenders unto me. Who? The Jiva surrenders. But what? So यहाँ पे कौन सा how to search? Go again back to the index. Okay. Go to the index. Then you say Bahunam Janmanam Ante. B, okay? Bahu is by here. Bahunam here. Bahunam Janmanam Ante 7.19. 7.19. Bahunam Janmanam Ante. So like that you can get innumerable verses. Okay, you get many verses which talks of Lord as a supreme. Okay. Now, what is the connection of Jiva with Ishvara? So Jiva is the part and parcel of the Lord. So if you go to 15.7, open 15.7. If you find 15.7, okay. .7. So when you go to 15.7, 7. Krishna says,
मुझे
जीव भूत सनातन मनः षष्ठानि इंद्रियाणि प्रकृति स्थानि कर्षति. That this jiva is nothing but my amsha. Mama eva amsha. Mama eva amsho jiva loke. Okay, jiva loke. Mama eva amsho jiva loke. Jiva bhuta, this entity, jiva, sanatana. It is eternal. It never dies. The property is jiva is eternal. You cannot kill the jiva. Okay, it is eternal. Nainam chintanti shastrani nainam dadi pavana nainam kedenjana susheti mata. Right from chapter 2, verse 12 to 30, it all talks of jiva. Actually, entire Gita is for jiva only, but qualities of jiva, what happens, it is all mentioned. And connection of Ishvara with the jiva is established in 15.7. It is also established beforehand also. But I'm just giving you a better example for you to understand. So now the qualities of jiva is mentioned in 2.12 to 30. Because when Arjuna asks, what should I do? Should I kill Dronacharya or Bhishma? How can I kill them? They are like my gurus and grandfathers. Then Krishna gives them the knowledge of Atma. I'll give you a very simple example. When somebody dies, one of your relatives or somebody goes away. What we say? Are gela, chala gaya, and you cry. So actually the body is there itself. Eyes, nose, legs, hands, everything is there. So what has gone is the jiva. Okay? The jiva has left that body, and now that body is there itself. The jiva is no more there. इसलिए जितना खूबसूरती है वो खत्म हो जाता है. ठीक है, ये जीवा का खासियत. अब there are many verses because if you keep writing, you have to I just want to read it in more detail. Now there are two kinds of jivas as we saw. One is liberated, one is conditioned. So this liberated one, okay, this liberated one diverts its consciousness here. This liberated one is one whose consciousness is here. Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritim ashritah bhajanti ananya manaso nyatva bhutani avyayam. 9th chapter, you can open like this and you search Mahatmanastu mam partha. Okay, you do here and here, there. And then you say Mahatman. 9.13. You go to 9.13. Mahatmanastu mam partha. Daivim prakritim ashritah bhajanti ananya manaso nyatva bhutani avyayam. That such Mahatma, Mahat Atma, one who knows my glory, such a glorious soul, Mahatmanastu mam partha, Daivim prakriti mashrita. He takes shelter of my Daivim prakriti, my internal energy. God has two special energies. One is internal and one is external. External is to create illusion, internal is to give the original pleasure. So jiva, the nature of jiva is always liberated. It just thinks that I am this. So खिलौने सब खेल रहा है. तो ये एक्चुअली मुक्त अवस्था उसको आएगी जब वो अपनी चेतना को भगवान पे लगाएगा. इसलिए if you see, we do so many things in our life. But all those things, when we have invested our consciousness in God, you must have felt a little better. And when you invest it in material energy, you like it, but then it doesn't have a long-lasting enjoyment. No happiness long-lasting. Like many of you must have celebrated Janmashtami at your home, or you must have attended some religious function. You liked it. Okay, there is some joy. But when you go to something like, there is a rock party and birthday party where they're just cutting cake and daru pee, and you're like, okay, but you know that there is no enjoyment. So there is a touch of eternity in these activities. There is touch of absolute nature is released here. Okay. So he says that I deliver those souls. Tesham aham samudharta mrityu samsara sagara bhavamina chirapata maya veshita chetasam. Those who invest their consciousness in me, Arjuna, I personally deliver them. Chapter 12, Bhagavad 7-8%. You can write Tesham aham samudharta. You go to T, like this, T to T. You go to T, Tesham. Tesham aham samudharta, 12.7. Okay, 12.7. All these souls are liberated. They go here. The qualities of such souls are mentioned 16.1, 2, 3. Okay. How they do? 18.66. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam. 566. Mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarvapapebhyo mokshishami ma sutara. Manmana bhavana bhakto madhyaji mamavastu mame vishyasyukteyo matmanam parayana. So the jiva, there are many verses. Okay, I'm just writing some. So the liberated soul, he invests his consciousness in Ishvara. Now, how to do that? Okay, that is when we enter Gita, we understand. But there are two different yogas. Yoga does not mean physical questions. Yoga also means karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, jnana, bhakti yoga. So how to do that? We will get it when we get into all chapters. We will not play around more. Okay. So by yoga means use dhatu, means getting connected. हम बोलते हैं ना मराठी में, अरे आपल्याला भेटायचा योग आला. We were supposed to meet, so it was an exact plan and time that we got it. So योग आ गया हम दोनों को मिलने का. So that is called connection of your. You are actually separated by your own desire. Now you by your own desire you have gone because you have this free will. This free will, when you put here, you are saved. And if you don't use this free will, you use it here, then you are entangled. So there is a verse in 3rd chapter. Yajnathat purushonyatra yajnathat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. Tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. That when you engage, when Jiva engages in Ishvara, Yajnatha, Yajna Purusha is the Supreme Lord, Yajnoma Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. Yajnatha karmano anyatra, lokoyam karma bandhana. The Jiva gets entangled in Prakriti. The Jiva gets entangled in Prakriti. What is that verse number? Yajnatha karmanonyatra, search. Yajnatha karmanonyatra 3.9. So, one gets into Prakriti. How? Because if he does not do here, he will get here. So this action is, I have to do like this. Conditions. Okay. Conditions for, you can see this. Here those are very what you know, like 12.13 to 20. These verses are for people who are very from yesterday. Now 3.9. So what it is, once you do your activities or here you get liberated, but if not, then you get entangled. So I have to just okay. So Krishna says, Daivi esha gunamai mama maya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyante maya detam tarantite. That when you invest your consciousness here, when you get entangled, and if you just take my shelter, then you get away from maya. Then you don't have to worry about this. Okay, all this body that we have, all this that we have is actually बंधन. हम इसी को एंजॉय करना चाहते हैं, इसलिए कोई समझता नहीं है, बट यही बंधन का कारण है. So, my दैवी एश गुणमयी. You can open that verse. What is that number? दैवी एश गुणमयी D. आप लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है ना?
यस प्रभु जी.
नहीं भी आ रहा तो मैं कुछ कर नहीं सकता. 7:14. ठीक है. अभी ये जो प्रकृति है, दैवी एश गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया. ये माया किसकी है? Who owns this माया? ईश्वर. मम माया दुरत्यया. This is my energy. This all elements, Krishna says in 7.4, this all belongs to me. In 7.4, he says, Bhumir apo analo vayu hammano buddhirev cha ahankar iti yam me vigna prakritir ashtadha में. ये सब मेरा है और ये मेरे भिन्न प्रकृति की 8 अलग शक्तियां हैं, ये काम करती है. 7.4 and 7.5 he says, 7.5 what he says is that this jiva is powerful than prakriti. अपरेयामितस्तु अन्यम. ये अपरा शक्ति है. अपरा मीन्स शक्ति, then जीवा. अपरेयामितस्तु अन्यम प्रकृति विद्धि में पराम जीव भूत महाबाहो येदम धार्यते जगत्. इस प्रकृति में जो भी जीव है, जो भी प्रकृति का एनर्जी, से एक एनर्जी बहुत बड़ा पावरफुल है. Among all the energies in Prakriti, one energy is independent and powerful, that is Jiva, Jiva Bhuta Mahabahu. Yedam Dharye Jagat. By his own free will, he has entered here. Otherwise, he is powerful than Prakriti. इसलिए जीव को मुक्ति करने का पूरा अधिकार है. ओके, तो ये 7.5 और एनर्जी यहाँ जाएगा है बड़ा पावरफुल, लेकिन इधर फंसा हुआ है. ये एकदम धारी विद्या. ठीक है. This entire 3 Gunas chapter, okay, about these elements, you can get study in chapter 13. How they interact in Jiva and all you get. About these Gunas you get in chapter 14, 16, 17 and some parts of 18. Okay, not 16. Yeah, 16 also. So line all is divided. How everything is divided in here. This is Gandha. What is the verse? Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinimuttakama Gandha vimukta sukha dukkha sange dajanyam gunadamparam amyanta. So this repeat chapter. You are not missing it. Verse number 4 or 5. Nirmana moha. And nirmano jita sanga dosha. $15.5. Nirmano jita sanga dosha. Krishna is saying that, O Arjuna, those who are nihiman moha, they are without any attachment or this thing. So they are above Dvandva. I'm just for further kept this verse here. I can even write this verse here, 15.5, because it also talks of people who can take it. ठीक है. Now, अभी ज्यादा नहीं जाएंगे, कॉम्प्लिकेट हो जाएगा, हो जाएगा. ठीक है. Now, what is time? Time is nothing but the Supreme Lord Himself. Kalofi Bharatarshava. I am time, Arjuna. Time, I am the destroyer of 3 worlds. Mrityu Sarva Harashchaham. I take away everything that he has at the time of death. I am death. He gives his darshan. See, either you study, your father will give you bike. If you don't study, father will come with his danda. Hey, kaise feed? Same way, the Lord he gives you body to do your activities. If you don't do, you use it irresponsibly. दारू पी के फेंक देते, मर जाना, जी के क्या करेगा? खत्म. और जो डिवोटी है, वो भी जब उसको डेथ होता है, he does not have pain because he is happy that he used his body. तो ये time factor. ठीक है? तो उनको लिखना है तो कालोस्मी एंड मृत्यु सर्व हर्षाम वर्ष नंबर ढूंढना पड़ेगा. कालोस्मी कॉलम्स जे है कालोस्मी 11.33 11.32. You can also say mrityu sarva harashchaha. Mrityu sarva harashchaha. 10.34. Among I just take up everything. Now this kala, as I told you, it creates an impact on jiva through prakriti to keep it in illusion that you are eternally here. This kala in spiritual world is zero. About kala we'll learn more in detail. Pagla chayega, you go mad when you learn about time. But not now. Abhi isko itna hi samjho. Now what is karma? It is again, okay. So this time in this material world, it also integrates with prakriti. By which it deals, because mrityu again comes of the body. Okay, so now what is karma? Karma means all the actions and reactions created in duality. Is karma. Karma may have seen this karma, karma, vikarma. Actually, there are verses for this, but what we do, because we have less time, this entire thing comes in 3, 4, 5, and 6. The entire activity here, karma is explained, vikarma is explained. So this entire subject matter is dealt here. Okay. Now, time and karma is the what do you say? They are also connected together. Because time decides your fate and gives you a little quota, prarabdha and aprarabdha. There is prarabdha, reaction, certain reaction. It cannot give you all reaction. अगर आपने 10 लोगों का मर्डर किया है, according to karma, according to government, you will get 1 death penalty. But according to karma, you will get it 10 times, अलग-अलग time. ऐसा है. So karma works very intricate. कैसे work करता है? We will go there and see. We will not get into this thing now. Okay. Now this entire thing, karma, it bounces back on the jiva.
Jiva.
And the karma also has its.
Can we call this Ishvara Purusha?
Ishvara kya?
Purusha. Like Sankhya Darshan says, Purusha and Prakriti. So is it the same?
No, Purusha means enjoyer. Ishvara is in 3 features: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan.
That I know, but in Sankhya Darshan, they have Purusha and Prakriti, right? So is this the same? It's different, completely different. Okay.
I'll explain exactly in the 13th chapter. Purusha Prakriti Sthoi, Bhukte Prakriti Janman, Karma Guna Sangasya, Sat Asad Yoni Janmasu. Purusha and Prakriti. Purusha means enjoyer, and Prakriti means one that is allowing to be enjoyed, to give pleasure to the enjoyer, so that he can also enjoy. Just say, let us give example of husband and wife. So husband is there, so he is Purusha. Purusha means not only just by body parts. Purusha means the enjoyer. He takes care of the wife. Okay, and wife just वो makeup करके खड़ी भी हो गई, उसको खुशी होता है. and that makes her also happy. Like Guru and Shishya. So Guru is giving knowledge. If the Shishya is not writing only, पढ़ ही नहीं रहा है, तो गुरु को भी मजा नहीं आएगा पढ़ाने में. So in that sense, Guru is enjoyed because teach कर रहा है. But then the enjoyed also becomes the enjoyed, but the secondary. मतलब पत्नी को भी आनंद आता है. समझो राजा and प्रजा. So राजा rules very nicely. तो इसलिए राजा को इज्जत देते हैं. हाँ आइए. इज्जत क्यों देते हैं? Because he is the enjoyer. We are prakriti there. You can be Purusha at your home. All other people are Purusha at their home. But when the kingdom is there, then that person is Purusha, your prakriti. So Purusha and prakriti is a starting role in this Dvandva. Okay. But in absolute, he is the Purusha. Ishwaraha Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadhiradi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So he is the actual enjoyer. And Krishna says that in 5.29, I am the enjoyer. 5.29. Bhokta Niyamya Tapasa Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhdam Sarvabhutanam Nyatvam Shanti Rachati. I am the total enjoyer of all that you have, all the yajnas that you do, all the tapasya that you do. I am the enjoyer. But the point here is, it appears like he's the boss. No. You have to understand, in his enjoyment lies our enjoyment. So then when we serve him, we also feel nice. Like we have no Janmashtami festival. We are doing so much of services. Devotees are tired physically, but they are joyful inside. Physically they will be tired, but internally they are very happy. Like अपने बेटी का शादी होता है ना, तो फादर को देखो कहाँ भागता है, ये करो टाइम टेबल डाइनिंग टेबल, ये गेस्ट आके हर वक्त गले लगाओ, सबको करो, गुलदस्ता दो, ये वो and everything, cameraman. But he's tired externally, exhausted. Internally is very happy that my daughter is getting married, and everybody has come. They have blessed my daughter. So same way, Purusha Prakriti में क्या होता है? The enjoyer is already enjoying, and the enjoyment giver, who is Prakriti, is also enjoying. So actually, these both are Prakriti. When he is Purusha, these both are Prakriti. That is what we learned in that verse, no? Apariyam 7.5. Apariyam. Apariyam means this energy is very low. It is shadow energy. हमारे जिंदगी में परिचय का क्या वैल्यू है? कुछ नहीं. So, but this is a अपरा प्रकृति. This is para प्रकृति. तो बोलिए जो जीव है ना, वो परा प्रकृति है, ट्रांसेंडेंटल है तीन गुणों से. लेकिन वो क्या कर रहा है यहाँ से इसमें हटा रहा है. So Purusha and Prakriti in Sankhya Darshan. Actually, Sankhya Darshan is this thing. ये मिला के तो सांख्य दर्शन टोटल. लेकिन सांख्य के एंड में पुरुष आता है. दैट्स व्हाई भागवत से एतावान सांख्य योगाभ्याम स्वधर्म परिनिष्ठया जन्मलाभ परः पुंसाम अन्ते नारायण स्मृति. From entire Sankhya, at the end your consciousness should go to ante narayana smriti. This also you can write 8.4, 8.9. अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरन्त्वा कलेव यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्त्यत्र संशयः. Okay, so this entire thing is there, and I will not touch much because if you touch तो आप और कंप्लीट हो जाओगे. इतना आपको समझ में आ गया और 7 बज गए, लेकिन मेरा एक पार्ट रह गया. I do it for 2-3 minutes. Give me 2-3 minutes, then we'll end. Okay, and then we'll meet Thursday morning. Now you go to any chapter, you go to any verse, any of you can utter a name and I'll explain you what it is. बताइए. आप एक वर्स नंबर बोलो, मैं आपको इस डायग्राम में से बता दूंगा हम कहाँ हैं.
11.34.
कितना?
11.34.
11.34.
34
तो लिखा नहीं. 11.34 विश्वरूप. भगवान अपना विश्वरूप दिखाते हैं. Okay, let's go for 11.34. Here Krishna says, Jayatatam cha karanam tatha nyapi yodhavira. I have eaten everybody. I have already destroyed by me. In the form of Kala, here, that's point 24. In the form of Kala, oh Arjuna, I have destroyed all these warriors already. काल के गति में मैं इनको ऑलरेडी मार चुका हूँ. तू सिर्फ निमित्त बन सकता है. निमित्त मात्र भव शब्द साची. तू सिर्फ निमित्त बन सकता है. I have already finished it. तो भगवान किधर का बात कर रहे हैं? नेक्स्ट, एनीबडी एल्स? यस, somebody has to ask.
Prabhuji, 9.11.
9.11. Let us say we go to 9.11. 9. अवजानन्ति मां मूढां मानुषीं धर्माश्रितं परं भावम् अजानन्तो मम भूतामहेश्वरम्। भगवान अपने बारे में बोलते हैं, अवजानन्ति मां मूढ़ा, those who think I, भगवान के अलग अलग रूप है ना, अवतार लेके आते हैं भगवान इस दुनिया में हमारे पास। तो बोलते हैं जो नॉर्मल मूर्ख लोग हैं ये मुझे साधारण व्यक्ति समझते हैं। अवजानन्ति मां मूढ़ा मानुषिक तत्माश्रितम, मुझे मनुष्य समझते हैं। परम भावम अजानन्तो मम भूत महेश्वर, ये नहीं जानते कि मैं ही, they don't know about my spiritual transcendental nature. Who? These jivas who are engaged here, they don't know about me. They think I am a normal human who come here. Yes, sir. Or somebody would like to try 1 or 2 more minutes. आप में से किसको क्विट करना है, क्लास वास देना है तो आप जा सकते हो, पर 1-2 मिनट और लूंगा मैं। यस दत्ता।
Is there any connection with that Ishvara and karma? Because it's not been seen
No,
over there.
karma is it comes directly under Prakriti.
Okay. You
If
told
Ishwar wants, he will order Prakriti and karma and all will be taken care.
that. Okay. You have explained that.
Because karma is created by the product of Jiva and Prakriti.
Yeah.
हाँ, तो ईश्वर क्या है ना, वो कर्मा का वो तुम्हारा बनाया हुआ चीज है ना, मनमानी है तुम्हारा। Yes, all the lecture recordings will be uploaded in YouTube, but not now. I have a lot of services and my team will upload it as and when we get time. So those who want recordings, you have to go to my channel and whenever it is uploaded, you just check. I don't have idea how to, but you keep checking. Yes.
9.22.
Verse number
9.22. 22.
9.22. ये देखो 9.22 कहता है अनन्याश्चित्तयन्तो मां ये जना पर्युपासते तेषामित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं महाम्यहम्। Those who always think of me, अनन्याश्चित्तयन्तो मां ये जना पर्युपासते तेषां them नित्याभियुक्तानां, उनके साथ मैं हमेशा करते रहता हूँ। योगक्षेमं महाम्यहम्, उनको जो चाहिए मैं सब देता हूँ, जो उनके पास है वो भी देता हूँ, जो नहीं है वो भी दे देता हूँ। I give whatever they have and maintain what they have and give what they lack. योगक्षेमं महाम्यहम्, मैं सब दे देता हूँ। So this is connection of Ishwar and liberated jiva. Those who have desire to change their consciousness towards the Lord. Yes, one more verse.
Prabhu, there was
18.23.
How much?
80.23.
18.23.
Yeah.
Okay. 18.23. नियतं संगरहितं रागद्वेषतः कृतं अफलप्रेप्सुना कर्मो यत् सात्विकम् उच्यते। Actions in 3 सत्वगुण रजोगुण और तमोगुण। तो सत्वगुण के अंदर the action which is regulated and which is performed without attachment, without love or hatred and without desire of future results is said to be in mode of goodness. So now these actions that you see, these actions that are performed karma in sattva-guna. So this connection in sattva-guna, what is sattva-guna? How do you know the action of sattva-guna? It is without attachment, without moha. So this is that will come here 18.23. So this will come here. How the 3 modes they influence this. ठीक है. So now you have to do a homework. We are already out of time. I have taken my excess time. What you have to do? You have to do a homework. Homework is that day after tomorrow morning we have class. You have to note down, open Bhagavad Gita and at least 100 verses you have to open and put them here, lines पे. It talks of Ishvara, Karma, and that. ये Jharkhand. So if it is done, then you accordingly do that. Okay? ठीक है? I'll share this picture in the, not everywhere, but there's a WhatsApp update group. I update there. I can't post this in all my groups. You know, फिर वो मेरे को क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे कहाँ पढ़ाते हैं प्रभु जी, सर दर्द करते लोग. So I post this in my WhatsApp update of Bhagavad Gita. I had sent that link to all of my students earlier. ठीक है?
प्रभु जी, ये सारे श्लोका हमें याद करना होगा.
नहीं, याद क्यों करेंगे? श्लोका की मीनिंग है. हर श्लोका का मीनिंग है. आपको मीनिंग समझ में आ गया तो श्लोकार को रट्टा मान सकते हैं, वो हम करेंगे. क्योंकि मैं अभी कुछ वर्सेस आपको, मैं अभी टाइप किया नहीं, मैं आपको दे दूंगा. तो हम लोग रोज क्या करेंगे, 10 वर्सेस रिसाइट करेंगे ना, तो धीरे धीरे
ओके, ठीक है. थैंक यू.
ठीक है. सो यस, we will meet.
धन्यवाद.
हरे कृष्ण.